Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Jay's Beer Review. As you see, I got Chad with me,
How you doing?
and I'm battling a pretty significant hangover today.
And cold.
Yeah, I've already thrown up 3 times today. Yeah, I'm still doing a beer review.
Yeah.
So I'm not exactly sure that the beer we have set up for today is going to be the greatest idea for me today.
Well, as long as you can smell and taste, you should be good.
That's going to be the key. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to think about the beer feeling like this, but I'm going to do my absolute best to still be constructive and honest. And with that said, the beer we're doing is none other than the Firestone Walker's
Parabola.
Parabola. Firestone Walker is a brewery out of
Somewhere in California.
somewhere in California. And it's something like 12.5% alcohol by volume. Basically, real quickly, this beer here is, I guess you would say, we're completing our deal we made
Yeah.
back when we did the Founders.
Yeah. We split your bottle of Canadian Breakfast Stout, and to make it up, I'm splitting my bottle of Parabola with you.
So with that said, we're going to break into it and give it a try.
What's typical stout? Just black.
Yeah, I got a little head, but I poured it slow. You got a
Yeah.
little bit bigger one.
Yeah.
I noticed it did have that kind of reddish hue as I was pouring it. In
Yeah.
the glass, it doesn't have it.
No.
But when I was pouring, I could see just a slight little like reddish color.
The head's the same color as the table. It's just like a brown froth, you know.
The aroma,
It's very Russian Imperial. You get like a little bit of sour grape in there.
yeah, I wasn't gonna say sour grape. I was gonna say like a red wine. You know,
Yeah.
it's got those traditional Russian Imperial Stout aromas, but mixed in with like a red wine like aroma as well.
Yeah, I can smell kind of like a whiskey kind of smell to it,
Yep.
like a woody vanilla kind of.
Mhm.
It's not as strong as KBS though. I mean, but they're not the same beer though.
No, it smells good though. I mean, I like the way it smells. This is a type of beer that I think I'm gonna like because I know these type aromas are what I tend to like when I taste it.
It's ready to dig in after. I got in July, so it's about four months. Cheers, everybody.
Here goes everything.
Oh,
I like it.
one sip in, it does remind me a lot of KBS.
It reminds me a lot of Goose Island Bourbon County Stout.
Yeah. This has like a more overtly whiskey type quality to it. Like
Absolutely.
you get a nice like gentle warmth on this one.
Absolutely, and it's so smooth. It's
Yeah.
ridiculously smooth. And what was interesting was, beer is supposed to be, I guess, bitter to a degree, no matter what. That's what makes beer beer. This has a really nice, sweet taste in the finish that hangs on the palate, and that is really nice. I love that aftertaste.
Yeah. I like the whole thing. Like it is the first thing I noticed of the first sip, I was like I did taste like kind of like a red wine kind of taste, like a real sweet, like rich like a vinous type flavor. Not like, candy or anything. I do get like that significant like kind of like a pure caramel syrup or toffee syrup.
I definitely get some type of syrup flavor.
Yeah, and then in the back you get like the whiskey type.
That whiskey
sweet,
bourbon, vanilla flavors. Yeah. I think that's probably my favorite part of this beer is that aftertaste.
Yeah. Like if you take a sip and just kind of like put the tongue on the roof of your mouth and like suck in, you get like a coffee bitterness, like a nice dry, like a burnt toast kind of bitterness and taste. That's the thing with these imperial stouts; they tend to be like extremely hoppy to kind of balance it out, or otherwise it would just be like alcoholic syrup.
Yeah.
Well,
you want to sit back and enjoy this for a little while and come back?
Yep.
All right, that's what we'll do.
Cheers. And we're back. Finishing up the Firestone Walker Parabola. We took a pretty nice hefty break there and really hashed it out. since I'm already talking, I guess I'll go first.
Okay.
It is very similar to KBS and CBS and Goose Island and Dark Lord and a lot of those types of beers. It's hard to say, like, as far as, you know, which is better and if you like it better. To me, it's kind of a matter of splitting hairs. Like, Kevin Burns said this once, and I think it's brilliant. You know, he's like, it's a Hall of Fame beer, but think of Hall of Fame. You know, you think Hall of Fame, you think Babe Ruth, you think Ted Williams, but there's tons of guys in there you never even heard of, who probably aren't nearly as good, but yet they're in the Hall of Fame, and that's kind of where I'm coming from with this. Not that, actually, that's not even a fair analogy, because I think this is a smidge or two below KBS, CBS, but it's right up there. I mean, big, bold flavors, complex palate. You know, I think it's outstanding. I'm gonna give it, you know, top notch, 10 out of 10. It may be the difference between an A and an A plus, but it's still, you know,
Yeah.
that you really can't get any better than this. But, you know, I think it's. I know you have your top 5 of all time. I don't know if I'd place it there, but it, you know,
Well,
close.
Here's my thought as I was drinking it. First off, it's no hidden secret. If you do look at my top 5 beers that I've had that I post on my website, 3 of the 5 of them are all beers similar to this. Yeah, it's the Kentucky Breakfast Stout, it's the Canadian Breakfast Stout, it's the Goose Island Bourbon County Stout. And you can put this right in there, and it's like, I try to have different types of styles of beer in my top 5 so they're not all the same kind. But this is what I like. Yeah. And it's no secret that I am going to also give this beer a score of a top notch or a 10 because this is right up my alley. The biggest,
mine too.
Yeah, it's like, this is what I like. I love that nice wood oak-like flavor, like a whiskey. This has got it. It's really in your, you know, it punches you in the face with that whiskey, which is what I like. Mm-hmm. The biggest question is, do I like it better than the KBS and all the other ones? And the first couple sips, I was like, I think I do. And as I drank more, I'm like, I don't know. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, you're right. It becomes arbitrary to say whether I think this is better than the KBS or not because it's right up there. It's just as good, and it's a great, phenomenal beer. The biggest question is, if I had KBS, this, and Bourbon County Stout all lined up, and someone said to me, "You can have one of these bottles. Which one are you taking?" And that probably helps you decide which one maybe truly is your favorite. Yeah. And if that was to happen, which one would I take? Well, right now I'd probably say this one because I'm drinking it right now. But if I was free of any of those thoughts, which one would I take? I don't know. I'm going to give this the distinction of the best beer I've ever had, just for fun, right? But I mean, ultimately, it is
until you get the next
one that's just like this, you know. But it's an outstanding beer. I'm really happy that we shared it with each other.
So it was worth the trade.
It was definitely worth the trade, without a doubt. The flavors were really nice. It's everything I like in a beer, and anybody who likes beer like this is gonna love it. So that's my thought on it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, I wouldn't call it the best beer I've ever had. I'd call it damn close.
Well, with that said, I don't think there's much to say, but maybe we'll at least do a final chug, right? Yep. Cheers. That wood quality is right there to the end. That's just amazing.
Wood, vanilla, and like red wine. Just about does it, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for coming over and helping me drink. I don't think I could drink this whole thing myself.
It's a big beer.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me because it was delicious too.
Yeah. And thanks you guys out there for watching.